So I was able to get to the airport, and oh my goodness, I was trying to figure out where my bags was, and my friend told me where it was, and I was at the concierge desk in the airport and asking them, to my to call and see if they could get my bags, but the person didn't never answer the phone, so I kept walking around making sure it wasn't in any other place. And y'all should see my heart rate during that time. That thing, it was like that. It was way up. I was hot and sweating, and I shouldn't have been moving that much as somebody that just got out of the hospital. I was like, well, I I had planned to get on the earliest flight that would have got me back home like real early, but that didn't happen. So I decided that I would try to find my bags again. So I walked up there on that second floor, and then lo and behold, I saw my bag and the door was open. And I saw the guy, he was like, your passport? And then he looked at my passport, and I was able to get my bag. Praise God. So, and I put some stuff I wasn't going to carry. So I basically took everything I had from the hospital. That little bedpan. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Bedpan. The bedpan. I put that in the suitcase because I had cleaned it out already. And that thing was hard. And I carried around my little buckets or little bowls, I don't know what you call those, big things that I had that they used to wash you in the ICU. So I took that. So that's my souvenirs from China. My friend got me a little souvenir. So I did go. I just didn't get to go like I thought I would. Time for me to get that flight. So I was running all around. I went to the airline, China Airline, or what was the airline? Anyway, I went to them and asked them, and they said, okay, go here. And then they told me to go there. I was going all over their place. And I even I sent my social worker a message and like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. How in the world is this supposed to go on? It was a mess. So finally, they were like, well, you're going to have to buy another flight or whatever. I was like, well, whatever. I need to get on this flight to go back home. And I tried to be as nice as I could because I didn't know the language, of course. And I'm American in China. So they was like, well, we're not going to, my social worker was calling the airline while I was trying to talk to the ladies. And basically, they looked at my medical stuff. And then they saw that it was pulmonary embolism and all of that. And they're like, take your medicine. That's how they said it. I was like, okay. So basically, I had to fill out a waiver basically saying that they're not responsible if I die in the flight, basically. And I was like, all right. I I'll sign it because I want to get out of China. I want to go home for the holidays. So I signed that, and I met this lady from Canada. She's actually had dual citizenship in Canada and the U.S., and she was telling me about her forefathers, how one of them signed the Declaration of Independence and all of that. She was a really nice lady, and she actually lived in Macau, like near Taiwan, that really rich place. And she taught there, and she was really nice. So we walked around. She actually had a portable CPAP machine, and I was telling her how I got out the hospital and stuff. So we walked around and talked a bit, and it was really nice conversation. This older, she was going to Arizona, I think. Yeah, but yeah, she was really nice. She was going to visit her family, and she said that is the like gambling capital of the world. They don't have any crime there. Macau, whatever the city is. I think it's in Taiwan, or maybe it's an independent city. Anyway, the children are very wealthy there. They come from wealthy families. And then finally she left and went and got her flight. So I decided to go find my flight, and that is a huge airport, y'all. Shanghai airport is huge. So I walked around there. I went and got something to eat. I took a picture of it. Something that I actually could eat, but my stomach, it won't feeling. It still won't right because I had to take some medicine. They gave me something to like for my stomach, I guess, because of the blood thinners or something. But I wish I had never took that. I took my vitamins while I was there. They may not have known it, but I took my vitamins, and I probably shouldn't have did that because sometimes some vitamins interact with some of the antibiotics and stuff. Anyway, I walked around the airport for a little while, and I finally sat down after I ate, and I finally sat down at my gate, and of course my gate changed. I had to walk all the way over, and y'all, they had carts in the You know how you go to any of the U.S. airports and you gotta pay for those carts to put your stuff in to push. They didn't in China. You didn't have to you have to pay for those. They were free. So I was pushing around a cart. I was pushing around a cart while I was in there. And then this Chinese man, I don't think it was Chinese. I think it was Japanese, really. Um, so I was sitting there, and I probably looked pretty bad because I just got out of the hospital, and he offered me some of his food. He was eating a whole bunch of fruit while we were waiting for the to get the plane. You know, when the plane was ready to board. So he was eating a whole bunch of fruit, and he ate I don't know how many oranges and whatever. That's what he had, like a bag full of oranges, and he offered me an orange, and he went and got some paper towels for me. And if anybody knows me, I don't eat oranges really, because all I do is squeeze the juice out of them. I ate it for his so I needed something. So I ate that, and you just never know who God will put in your way to let you know He see you, He with you. And that God was definitely there with me in China. So yeah, I ate that, and then after that, he was offering me cookies and everything. He was trying to give me all his stuff. So he knew I was looking some kind of bad. I probably looked famished. But anyway, we got on that flight, and y'all, that was the most anxiety I've had. Since passing out and everything. But that was, oh man, I was so, whoo, that flight home, y'all. I was so anxious. I got my little Fitbit on. I set a silent alarm for me to get up like every hour or 30 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes. So I move around. I walked to the bathroom even if I didn't have to go. It was, oh my goodness, I had so much anxiety. I have never had anxiety like that in my whole life. I don't ever want it again, but that was some anxiety there. So to keep me occupied on the plane, and y'all, was able to get a seat where nobody was sitting beside me, so that was nice. And I was able to, I ate my, I didn't even buy anything because I didn't have nowhere to put anything. So I didn't never buy no extra food or anything after I ate that. I wanted to make sure I took my medicine. The time change kind of messed me up because I think I took my medicine twice. And at one point on the plane, I felt something moving through my chest, and that was scary. That was scary to me. So in that flight, man, oh, I was in that flight, and I was so much anxiety. So I was listening to some of my music that I did save on my iPad, and some of the sermons that some of the preachers, the evangelists at my church, my pastor, Evangelist Lewis, and some others, and even Apostle Coward. I had some of the stuff that I recorded of them, and I was listening to that and listening to my gospel music. Peace was in there, but then all of a sudden I jump up and get anxious again. So God is definitely my peace. He can make you peaceful. He gets rid of all anxiety and everything. So I landed in New York, and I had to book my own flight from JFK to RDU. So I had to go to, it went from JFK to Ronald Reagan in DC, and then from DC to RDU. So I booked that flight and I got it, and basically the flight was gonna leave at like 5 or 6. So and I met an interesting lady too. She was really nice. She was actually on her way to Florida, I think she said, to spend Christmas with some friends, and she was from London, and we were talking about healthcare, and I was telling her my experience and everything. And no, I don't know her name. I didn't never get none of her information. Sometimes it's just nice to, like we used to do, you talk to people and you never see it anymore, but they made an impact on your life. Got on my flight to DC. I told my friends, yeah, I'm back in the U.S. once I landed in New York. And my friend was so happy. All of them were happy. Thank God I got back before Christmas. So then got on the flight and came home. And Ronald Reagan, when we were on that, because Ronald Reagan is, that airport is, they were still doing renovations, and you had to take a shuttle to get to the plane, and they packed everybody in that doggone shuttle. So I met this man that he was from Buffalo and was going to go meet he was going to go visit his son maybe in Cary. And I was like, oh, it's going to be warm there on Christmas. It was warm Christmas last year, not that cold. And he was talking to me and all that stuff. I guess because we just waiting on that bus, and he didn't know I was in the hospital or anything. And I'm trying to do my best to hold on to that pole and not fall with my little stuff. Anyway, we got on the plane, that little bitty plane, man. That plane go up and down y'all ever been on that small plane from DC to RDU? Or no, yeah, DC to RDU, that thing sound like it's about to fall out the sky. Got on the plane and got off, and I saw my auntie. That was the first person I saw, and went home. So that's what happened to me, guys. That's why I ended up in the ICU in China, in the hospital, when I was supposed to be on vacation. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I'm happy to tell my story finally, and that is part of the driving force of me starting this YouTube channel, which I should have been started a long time ago, but I'm committed to purpose. That's what my shirt says, committed to purpose. If any of you want to order it, pre-order, just drop a comment. I need to get enough orders so that I can get a good shipment if you would like one. So there, if you like a shirt, just put a comment below and then I can contact you as far as how we order it. But I need to get a minimum of at least 10 orders if I'm gonna print the shirt. So, and that is one reason why I wanted to make sure I do the purpose that God's called me to do. And that's the whole reason why I started the Distinctive One channel. And I want to talk about different things pertaining to that. But I wanted to share my story. And that's one reason why I had to get out here and, you know, tell my story. And so that everybody can know, you know, everybody has a purpose and a plan God has created us for our life. While we were in our mother's womb, God had a plan for us. So, like I said before, I thank everybody for praying for me and everything, you know. If you have any other questions, I can do another video as far as if you want to know about traveling in general, like traveling to a foreign country, something that you need. You really need travel insurance, and if you want me to talk about that, I can make another video on that, because that really helped me out in while I was in the hospital. You wouldn't believe how much I had to pay while I was in the hospital, because my travel insurance covered it, but that's another video. What else? Yeah, I'm not afraid to get on an airplane again. I will do it. And this time I travel a whole lot different. I'm going to do just carry-ons and not bring as many stuff, because I didn't ever get to use the stuff. So what's the point of bringing it up there? So I will travel again as far as how I'm feeling physically. So it's been a very big challenge for me to, you know, getting back to strength. So I'm still weak, and I find that sometimes I catch cramps in the most unusual places because those muscles just haven't been worked. Because, you know, I worked out 2 years straight in the gym, lifting weights and everything, and then had to start to zero. It's kind of depressing. But I bought me a bike, and I try to ride my bike every day, a stationary bike inside, to get my muscles back. And I want to eventually start lifting weights again and doing all of that. But one thing with having a pulmonary embolism is that you have shortness of breath. You get tired easily. So it takes a lot. If you see me somewhere, it takes a lot for me to be there. And believe me, when I'm home, when I come home, I'm tired, really tired, and I don't want to do anything. So I'm staying out of the way, especially with this virus out here. It's no joke to play around, because I would never want to be in ICU ever again. And with this virus, people go in the ICU and they'll never come out. And you don't really know the lasting effects of pulmonary embolism. Affects everybody different, so everybody is slow to heal up. You know, I can tell I'm a lot better than when I got off that plane last December, but I still have a whole bunch of ways to go as far as my health goes. But again, I want to thank you for joining me on this video, and thank you for watching them in parts, because I broke it up in parts because it was such a long video. And as always, well, not as always, but if you would like one of these shirts, committed to purpose, please comment. I need at least a minimum of 10 orders, and that would be $25. That would include shipping. So let me know if you want a shirt, because we're going to be committed to purpose. And if you like what you've seen in this video and you want to see more, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. But once again, thank you for joining me, Fatima, on this ride. And thank you so much for the prayers. And I love you guys. And check me out some more. Distinctive1.com. And don't forget to order a shirt if you want one. All right. Oh, I'm just doing colors blue because that's my brand color for right now, blue and white. So I will see you later, and thank you for joining me, and hope to have some more videos. If you want me to talk about some more travel stuff, just drop the questions down and I can make a video of it, because I'm trying to be more committed to purpose, as my shirt says, in doing what I believe God has called me to do. So with that being said, bye.